Welcome to WineWire, folks. I'm Nelson, this is Adam, and this is the place you're going to find all the wines that you can't get in stores.
Thank you, Nelson.
You're welcome.
We have a really cool show for you. We are actually going to be taking a look at 3 white wines that are all under $16.
$16.
Value. That is the key word today. Value wines. All right, Nelson, my friend, shall we begin?
The first wine is the Mad Housewife. Check out that label. Mad Housewife Chardonnay from California. It's a general California appellation, so the producer can be taking grapes from anywhere within the province and in state.
Where are you?
Yeah, where am I? And bottling under this label. It's a $15 wine, and the back label says 13.5% alcohol. What it doesn't say
What?
is the vintage.
Oh my God.
There's no vintage on this wine. It's a non-vintage wine. The grapes can come from more than 1 year if they so feel to choose move in that direction.
You know, smelling the wine, there's no way you can tell it's a non-vintage wine.
Okay.
You know, you're looking at really warm fruit here. So the grapes are most probably coming from the Central Valley of California, which generally is a very warm region, and it reflects on the nose. Lots of ripe tropical fruits, a little bit of an oaky note to it. Lots.
Okay.
You think differently?
I just want to make sure I heard correctly.
Lots.
Okay.
Why, are you gonna call me out on it? Oh, whatever. What do you think are you on the palate, Nelson?
I got really, really nice ripe apple, a little bit of citrus note, and a little bit of yeasty note from the alcoholic fermentation. You know what? It's a nice drinking wine. It's got a pleasant balance and just a touch of impression of sweetness here. It's the ripe fruit speaking here. It's not a sweet wine. Just gives you a really lush impression. I like it at, what'd you say it was? $15?
It is $15. I know, under 16.
It's hard to say no.
Yeah, well, you know, it's hard to say no to a lot of things these days. Shall we move on to the second one, my friend?
Shall.
All right, good. The second wine is actually hailing from Italy in La Marche. La Marche. As you can tell, my Italian is improving impressively. This is the 2011 Chuchu Oris Falerio. It is a blend of 3 unique Italian grapes: Pecorino, Pastorina, and Trebbiano.
Nice.
I thought I forgot that, didn't you?
A little wobbly on the landing.
A little bit.
It's okay.
13% alcohol. This wine, as most Italian wines are, and they don't tell you, organically made. All right, so what are you getting on the nose?
You know what? Beautiful pear, a sprinkle of minerality, and there's just this little swath of some herbaceousness. Maybe like an artichoke or something. It's odd. You can't really put your finger on it, but it's there, and it says Italy to me. I don't know about you.
Well, first of all, the one thing that I really get on the palate is the acidity is so prevalent here. I mean, it really creates a structure for this wine that all that kind of minerality and fresh apple, I don't want to say stone fruit, but apple, pear, those types of fruits, it wraps right around it. And this is a great wine as an aperitif. I would imagine it would go incredibly well with seafood, considering this region is couched between Tuscany and the Adriatic Sea. I like that.
Nice.
Geography.
Well done.
There you go.
Yeah.
Again, this wine comes in at just under $16 at $15.76. That less than quarter difference being under 16. Fantastic wine. This is definitely a drink now wine, though. This is not something that should be sitting around for a while. This is
what I like most about this wine is the finish. You've been going on for about 3 minutes now, and I'm still getting this nice minerally and citrus finish on the palate, which lasts.
I just caught you were telling me that I was talking too much.
Nice.
Okay. Remind me to thank you for that later. All right. The last wine in our hit parade of value-driven wines is what?
The Vergara.
Really?
Chardonnay.
Is that how
South Australia.
Is that how you pronounce it?
I had to stick it. You know why? Because it you know, if you don't pronounce the R, you're just in another dimension.
Between the Madhouse
you're in another place.
And the Vergara?
Yeah, between the Madhouse and the Vergara, you know, forget it.
Yeah. So this wine hails from South Australia, correct?
South Australia, 13% alcohol, and 2009, 100% Chardonnay.
All right. Well, the nose on this is actually way more complex than I thought it was going to be. There is definitely tropical fruit, but there is a spiciness to it. There's, you know, really lush ripe, but not overly ripe. And this is the kind of thing that I kind of like from a Chardonnay. Not just one tone. This has got a bunch of things going on at the same time.
Very fresh. I like the elegance style of this wine. Like you said, much fresher, so the fruit carries cooler, lighter on the palate almost. Really, it's probably as heavy as any of the other wines we had, but it just has a real nice freshness and elegance about it, kind of like a nice biting into a nice green apple.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is a little bit of oak in here, but it's well integrated into the wine. It's a really pleasant wine, and this one hits the nose at $16. You know, we're talking about wines that are really pushing value at this point. Like,
totally.
These are all great wines. These wines are going to complement food very well, and there's something that, quite frankly, are a go-to everyday wine. I mean, this is something, buy a case, pull it out whenever you want, have a sip, don't even finish the bottle.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the length on this one too. That apple character just carries through and just keeps the palate fresh. Good food wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice party wine.
All right. So, as always, I think it was a pretty good show.
It was good.
I managed to pronounce all the big words correctly this time. Anyways, thanks so much. You can follow us on Twitter at WineWireCA and on Facebook at facebook.com/WineWire. We very much encourage you to participate. We know you're out there. We see the numbers. We know you're watching. Comment. Let us know what you're thinking. You know, these shows get better, and they could get a lot better if I maybe pronounce the words right, but they get better when we hear from you guys. So let us know what you're thinking, and check us out. Next time we're going to have 3 more wines for you, and we'll bring you the goods.
I promise I will.
What, bring you the goods?
No.
Check me out.
Be on Facebook. We just lost the light bulb.
No, we didn't. We lost power.